Michael Brown was shot because of fear. Where does racial fears come from? Stereotypes. Stereotypes have always been used as a tool to attack black people. Who controls the stereotypes? The rich man. He controls the media that help create the stereotypes. He controls the black gangs who help contribute to the stereotypes. He controls the black leaders who profit off the stereotypes. He controls the prison gangs, the racist gangs, organized crime who all helped him do his dirty work. His goal, make black people fearful of racism and make white people fearful of black crime. Job well done, Mr. Rich Man. Job well done. America, you can't handle the truth. It is easier for America to think the black community is full of criminals and lazy people instead of thinking racism still exists. America can't even talk about racism. Many white people think racism just magically disappeared, poof, because the civil rights movement ended. They think if they don't see white sheets and a black man hanging from a tree, racism don't exist. I don't even talk about racism with my white associates or coworkers. You know why? Because it's not a fair conversation. We deal with race issues every day in real life. They deal with race issues through the TV, in the media. The average black experiences 1,500 racial incidents every year. From being followed in the stores, people locking their car doors, to being pulled over by the police for no damn reason. A racial conversation for them is bringing up stereotypes. What about black on black crime? Killings in Chicago. Race baiters, the race card. Shut the hell up with all that stupid stuff. They think all black men are in prisons. Look, fools, I'm going to say this for the last time. The total prison population is 2 million. Blacks are around 40% of the prison population. This means around 800,000 blacks are in prison. The black population is over 30 million. You do the fucking math. Means over 95% of us are not in prison. Okay, buddy? And some blacks are in prison because of the unfair justice system. A justice system where a white kid can commit a crime and be sent to a group home or put on probation. And a young black kid can do the same damn crime and have the same damn criminal background and get a harsher sentence. But me, I can fix the criminal justice system. Let me tell you how. Let's have a universal criminal system. If you're convicted of a crime, there will be a structure in place based on what crime a person is convicted of and their criminal record. The system will be based on those factors. And everybody has to live under the same system, white or black. This could eliminate racism in the justice system. This will take the power away from the present prosecutors who try to plea bargain white criminals deals and get them lesser sentences. Or a judge can tell a pretty woman she too pretty to go to jail. Let's get rid of all that bullshit. Young black men have been murdered by cops for many years. But you know, when the police reform was introduced in a state, when a white guy was killed. Michael Bell was killed by the police in Wisconsin in 2004. And now they have police reform. The media doesn't care because they dehumanize Michael Brown and the protesters. That's why this was a big story, because they can show blacks in a negative light. Only a small number of protesters were being negative. The same number you'll see at Occupy Wall Street protests. At the European Business Summit, 250 people got arrested. Those people didn't get arrested because they was bringing donuts for the police. But did the media portray those protesters the same way they did in Ferguson? Hell no. Let me tell you how much the media wants to control stereotypes. The police have killed black college students. But it didn't become a big story. You know why? Because it doesn't fit the stereotype. Okay? It doesn't. The sad part about all this, nothing will change. We know the playbook. And here's how it goes. First, bring in the black leaders. Then the politicians. Then the promises. Then show black crime statistics. Then show black education levels compared to whites and Asians. Then the fake legislation. Then the bogus urban development. Yeah, they'll fix a bathroom at McDonald's, paint a gas station, add another barbecue joint, and call all this giving back to the community. But it's just like aid going to Africa. It'll never reach the people. Never reach the people. It'll just give assholes like Bill O'Dummy reasons to talk about how much aid America is giving, even though the money is always funneled back to a rich person. Always. Let's talk about some real issues. It's about jobs. The black community was doing okay until the rich man got greedy and moved all the jobs overseas. It was doing fine until he decided to give the set-aside business loans that black people worked so hard for to people who's not even from the community. Go through any black community, who owns the businesses? The liquor stores, the 7-Elevens, the nail shops, the cleaners, the taxi business. Who? Foreigners. And I have nothing against these people, but when I see the same thing happening in every black community around America, this tells me somebody had a plan, and it is working. Trust me, it's working. The banker gave these people affirmative action loans. Then the media made it look like black people were giving these set-aside business loans. That's bullshit. America ain't never did shit for the black community, okay, except put drugs and AIDS in the community and despair. It's all been an illusion, one big con job. And let me get this off my chest. St. Louis, how are you going to have a professional sports team win a World Series in 2011, and not have one African-American player on the team? Black people pay taxes that fund stadiums,